Okay, so we're done with week 1. For week 2, I turned up my mic sensitivity a little, and let's see, I'm going to turn down this volume just a little. As you can see, I love the narrator's voice, so the narration volume is a little higher. I think the music's a little loud. We'll try that. Maybe this will be better. I'm gonna not do that. Safe. Okay. Week 2. So this is our little rundown of what just happened. So we now have Reynauld and Dismas, that dude. We have our crazy caretaker here, and then we have our caretaker goals, or basically our goals to win the game. There's a lot of them, but the first one that we're going to go for is successfully complete your first foray into the ruins. So let's go take a look around town with all these exclamation marks telling us, hey, look, there's stuff here.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So this is our stagecoach. Sick. This is where people from all over, like our narrator just told us, people from all over are coming to, I guess, adventure for us. I don't know why they would want to, but it's nice that they're going to. So yeah, up here we can upgrade our stagecoach, which I'm actually going to do. As you can see, all the upgrades take our heirlooms. So this one takes 3 deeds and then 4 crests. So I'm going to increase the number of available heroes to 3.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Yes, we can. So now there will be 3 available after every week. And then I'm also going to upgrade, well, I can do that later, once I actually need to. How many people I can have in my roster. Right now I can have up to 9, which is good enough. So we're going to recruit them.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
He is actually this is a woman. This is the plague doctor.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Yes, and this is our Vestal. She's a healer, so we added 2 more women.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Yes, and as your heroes die along the way, they will end up here, unfortunately.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Here's where I can buy items for my specific characters. So like this one is for a grave robber. It's 10,000, which is way too much for me right now. I also don't have a grave robber. This one's for an arbalist, which I also don't have. So that's cool. I can upgrade this if I wanted to. I'm gonna not worry about that right now.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
And the ancestor, or the narrator, is telling us that eventually we're going to find out all of what he's been up to. These are all the missions. Scary stuff. So yeah, after each time you beat one, you can go back and not watch the cutscene, but listen to what he has to say about each of these bosses. Okay, so the rest of the things, we need more quests to unlock. So let's get into it. Embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Yeah, so this is our, I guess our missions menu, kind of. It shows the map of the estate, and there's 4 regions, and then, well, I guess there's 5. The Darkest Dungeon, which is kind of funny. They give you the option to jump right into the darkest dungeon. And you can see that Dismas and Reynald do not want to go into this. I don't blame them. I don't want to either. Level 6, very hard. So let's go level 1. And as we can see, we can have 4 places. And if we click on one, we can see which position they want to be in. So Reynald wants to be in position 1 or 2 and attacking position 1 or 2. Dismas wants to be in position 2 or 3. So it's perfect, 1 and 2. Our Plague Doctor wants to be in position 3. So let's put him there. Her. Gosh, gotta get better at that. Ooh, and our Vestal wants to be in any of the positions, kinda. Mostly 2 or 3. This is we can choose their abilities later, but right now they have a preset abilities. But we really want the healing grace, or the divine grace, to heal, and we want this one, which stuns. So, and these two, as you can see, they can be cast from the back of the party. So this is fine. The usual suspects. Sometimes you get a name for your party if it makes a, I don't know, I guess a certain party that they've come up with. So next we go to provisions.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Let me actually go back and show you. So we're going on this mission. Gives you a little brief synopsis of what the mission is. Tells you how long it is. This one's short. They're short, medium, and long. This one's level 1. Very easy. Well, the easiest difficulty. Not very easy. Our goal is to explore 90% of the rooms. And then these are the rewards. So we get an item, 4 crests, and 3,000 gold. So here is our provisions page. We need food for our party. Because they will get hungry every now and then. So a piece of food for each of them. Probably at least twice. So they can eat at least twice each. And if you don't have enough food when they're hungry, it's pretty bad. They get pretty stressed out. Shovels clear obstacles. So we're going to bring 2 of those in case we run into some obstacles. Keys, in case you come across a treasure chest. And you get a ton of stuff from them. So we're going to bring 1 of those. Holy water. Yeah, we'll bring 1 of those. Oh wait, we already have 1. Take it back. Herbs. I'll bring bandages. And torches are very important. I've forgot torches so many times. And it's very bad if you do not have torches to light the way. It gets very difficult very fast. So let's go. Your first expedition to the ruins. Okay. So we can see here all our items. Go down, look at the map. That's what our map looks like. So we have to explore 90% of rooms. There are 8 rooms, so 7 of 8 rounds up to 90%. So we just have to explore 7, but we'll probably explore all of them. Alright, a torch. Up here you can see our torch light. Each torch gives us 25, I guess, torch level. Right now we're at 82 and the max is 100, so we can wait till we get below 75 to use a torch, which is right now. We're up to 95. Ooh, we surprised some bone rabbles. So I'm going to use a stun. Stuns are very useful in this game. Very nice to have them have to skip a turn, because that's what stuns do. It skips their turn, and you can act again. So we'll stun 1.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Back to our highwayman. See how much damage this is gonna do. 5 to 9. Sweet.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Now our Plague Doctor. He can infect people with blight, which is kind of like a bleed effect. They take damage over turns. He also just has a stab, which makes them bleed. And he also has a heal for 1 point, and it cures blights and bleeds of our team. Interesting thing about these skeletons and such, always have bleed resistance, as you can see down in their resistance, because it makes sense. They're skeletons. So let's gonna do 4 to 7. Let's put a blight on him. And I won't go through this much detail in every fight, but just at the start. So this should be able to kill him.
Another one falls.
Take the gold.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I don't know. Unlocked strongbox. Okay.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
If only. Let's keep going. Here's a...
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
It does. So we need a shovel. There we go. Going down this. Ooh. Okay. She is a high priority target. Let's light up a little. As you can see, she just inflicted stress. That was a stress attack. And it doesn't do much damage, but stress is like a very important resource to maintain, I guess, in this game. Almost more so than your health. Because it's not very easy to restore stress, to heal stress, but it's pretty easy to restore health. Alright, so 5 to 9 damage.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Nice, a crit. Stun this guy. Plague Doctor, light this guy.
A powerful blow.
Another crit for 1. It's also nice when you crit because you get a stress heal. So you're always looking for crits to stress heal your people. Crusaders are really good against skeletons because they're unholy. If you can see that down in their text box, and he has increased damage against unholy with this attack. So
back to the pit. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
nothing in this room. Let's go up here. And they do gather stress by just walking through the halls.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
He's keeping that to himself. And this isn't a very common thing, but as you can see, our Crusader has, well, I guess everyone has these quirks. That's what they're called. They kind of act like items in the sense that they give you stats in certain ways. So, for example, our Crusader is a Warrior of Light. He gets plus 10% damage if our torch is above 75, which is pretty good. This is a nice quirk. He's also God-fearing. So, in order to relieve his stress in town, they have these things you can like drink, pray, do whatever, but he will only pray, which is fine. That's not bad. This one's bad. He's a kleptomaniac. He wants to steal everything that we come across. And there are ways of removing quirks, so we're going to either remove this quirk or remove Reynald, because this is kind of detrimental and we want to make money. You can see all their quirks here. So, Reynald, no more stealing, please. Appreciate it. Alright, again, we're going to go for her. And that's awesome, they got surprised. When they're surprised, they always go last. So all of my team will go, and then they will be able to go.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
That is his second crit. That's awesome. This guy can bleed, so we're gonna try and make him bleed. Yep, there he is. bleed. We don't really need any healing, so we're just gonna keep stunning and such. Resisted the stun, that's okay. This is our Crusader's AoE ability. This one hits the front two. So we're gonna do that. And it misses. That's okay. I figured that was gonna happen. That's why I used it. Sweet. Ooh. Okay. So as you can see, we've crit twice with this ability. And this ability has, as you can see, it has a 7.5% increased crit modifier. So his crit modifier on a regular ability, or in general, is 5. But this one adds, it's additive, it adds 7.5% crit modifier. So it's a 12.5% chance to crit, which is still pretty low, but pretty high to get 2 in a row. Like, it's nuts. So, let's shoot that guy. Kind of setting them up to die to his AoE, assuming it hits this time. Now let's get a heal off on our Plague Doctor. Wow. So this guy went before our Crusader. You can see our Crusader's speed. The speed dictates when they go in the round. So the higher the speed, the more likely they're going to go first. I mean, Crusader could have 20 speed, and they could have 1 speed, and I'm fairly sure it's still possible that they could go first, but it's really, really unlikely. The higher speed you have, the more likely you are to go first. So this guy is speed 2, our Crusader's speed 1, so it made sense that he went first.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Sweet. We got this stuff. And we got a key. And probably to open this chest. Yes, it is an heirloom chest. That's a torch.
A fortune.
Sweet.
Waiting to be spent.
Ooh.
Mechanical hazards. Possessed by evil intent.
Yeah, if you step on a trap, then your stress goes up quite a bit. Can't do anything about those. Unless you see them ahead of time, which is pretty hard to do. We're gonna go to all the rooms. Ooh, we dodged that trap. Very nice. Less clumsy than the Crusader. Alright, what's nice is they don't have a stress caster. This guy does do damage, does do a bit of damage, but he's not a stress caster. So we're still gonna target him. Let's get some lights on him. Wow, see, this guy went first. He has 2 speed, and this guy's 5 speed. This guy went first. We're gonna heal our highwayman. Taking a little bit of damage.
How quickly the tide turns.
Jeez Louise. And that fast. He's already almost dead. Once they get to 0 HP, they don't die immediately. But once it happens, you'll see what happens. It might be a while before someone goes to 0 HP, but once they do, it's scary. Okay, so this guy's at 4 HP. He's going to take 4 damage from the blight effect, so I don't need to hit him anymore. So let's put blight on one of these guys. Oh, never mind. They don't want the blight.
Death by inches.
Let's try and crit, maybe. That's fine. We're gonna heal our
A
Plague Doctor.
momentary abatement. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright, now there's these things you can interact with. This is a holy fountain. I'm pretty sure if I put holy water in it, something good happens. So let's try that. Wow, a full heal and a almost full stress heal. Okay, that was pretty good. I thought something good would happen. I didn't know how good. That was very good. Yeah, and they just stress out from walking. I would too, if I was going through this stuff. Don't steal it. Alright, thank you. I get it. Sweet. A bunch of food. And every once in a while, it'll prompt you and say, like, your party's hungry, feed them, or don't. And if you feed them, then they restore some health, and it's all good. But if you don't, they stress out a lot. And I don't know if they lose HP, but they... Oh, here it is. So we can eat 4 food, 1 for each person, and regain 5% of your health. Or you can eat nothing and take 20% damage plus stress damage. Wow. So we're gonna eat some food. You want to always make sure you have enough food for all of those. They happen randomly. So our quest is complete. However, we're going to keep adventuring. Every so often, when you're in a room, you get a scout ping. That's what this is called. And you can scout nearby obstacles and anything. So we see that there's a room battle with treasure. So we're going to go over here. And we can see that there's an obstacle here. That's alright. Last torch, perfect. And I'm gonna give these guys some food to heal them up a little. There we go. Before this final fight. Oh, sweet. He went first. She's a stress caster. I don't know what it is. But we want to kill that thing fast. That's a start. Oh my god, he went too. Okay. Play grenade. Oh, she dodged it. Unlucky. Yeah. That doesn't feel good. Nice. We're gonna heal. God, he is elusive.
Be gone, fiend.
Yeah, she's very fast. Oh my goodness.
Executed with impunity.
Okay. Damn, I missed your eyes. So we're just trying to do damage to this guy so he doesn't shoot us again. So let's... Taking 4. That actually won't kill him unless it crits. Yeah. He's at 1 HP. That sucks.
Dazed,
Oh my god.
reeling, about to break.
Oh, you need to heal yourself. It's fine. He's dead no matter what. So to the blight. We're just gonna keep healing.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Mm-hmm. Sweet, and they both died.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Mud. Alright, so... chest. And we have a key for it. Perfect. And we get a bunch of heirlooms. Heirlooms are like... so good to get. I mean, so is gold, but heirlooms are very important. Cool, so I think we're all done. We've explored every room. We didn't explore this little corridor here, but that's alright. Alright. Sweet. So how many heirlooms is that? 22, 24, 27. Wow. That's nice. And 7,000 gold. 4 more heirlooms. And then another item. Sweet. So occasionally they will get these things after you complete a mission. Now this could be either positive or negative quirk, or one of each, or I'm not sure if you can get 2 of one, but let's see. Yeah, 1 of each. So he gets plus 10% stress. So that's pretty bad. But he's really good against beasts, so that's good.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright, so that's it for week 2. When we come back, we'll go around the town, see what we've unlocked, which is the tavern in the Abbey. She needs the Abbey, or the tavern. She needs some stress relief. And we'll see the stagecoach if we have new people arrive and such. So, alright, thanks for watching.